Whew. Hi guys. My name is Sherry. Yes, Safiri with Sherry. Yeah, today we're not on Safiri, we are sick. Yes, so I wanted to speak about I have been sick for a while now, and I wanted to speak about what I have been going through and how about my menses. Like, since I started my periods, like as a young girl, I have always had difficulties. Like, since I had my first periods, it was painful, very painful, heavy bleeding, and that was ever since like high school. So I used to go to, like, every time like I'm on my menses, I'll go to maybe a doctor because of the pain, and it's normal for everyone, so you're told it's normal. They give me painkillers and I just go back home and roll on the carpet and try to get through that period. For at some point it got very bad. I used to get injections for the pains, but they were working. That was sometime maybe like when I was in campus. I struggled with it for a while. I read somewhere that your periods pain like can improve if you change your diet, you change your lifestyle. So I did all that, and yeah, actually for some years it worked. Like, the cramps were not as bad. Like, I could manage them with painkillers. Like, I have moved from Buscopan, diclofenac, to another pain pills, to other pain pills. You know, when you get used to one painkiller, you get like resistance. It can't help you, so you move to another one and another one. So that has been my journey. And also for the injections, like when I was in school, I used to get the injections every time because I couldn't take the pain, and actually that destroyed my butt because I used to get the injections on my butt and I have so many dimples. But I just realized the other day that they can actually inject my thighs. Why did they do that? Because now my butt is not very attractive. But anyway, it worked for me at the time. So yeah, that happened until last year. Now last year things got messy. Since October. In October, when I got my menses, they did not stop. Like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What? They're not stopping. Like, maybe I'm spotting today, the next day I'm having heavy bleeding and they are painful. So I went to a doctor, a gynae. The gynae, you know how you go to gynaes, I feel like they're not very keen, as in they're not keen, like they don't want to treat you as an individual. You know, you go, yeah, I'm bleeding. Oh, you're bleeding, hormonal imbalance, take Yasmin. Oh, this is happening to you, just take this. As in, they don't want to listen to you. Maybe not all, but I think most, because I have seen so many at this point. So I was given the hormonal imbalance drugs. That was Yasmin. I took for 21 days. They actually worked because the bleeding stopped at the point. Like, after a week, it stopped. Then I had to stop for the 7-day break for me to get a period. And I stopped. When I stopped, the bleeding has never stopped. Now we are in March. That was October 2018. Now we are in March 2019. The bleeding has never stopped. I went to another gynae. I was told to continue taking those drugs, and I was given another drug to clot the bleeding. That has not been working. I don't feel like the drugs are working for me. Like, maybe I'll be given a drug that will work for maybe 2 days, 3 days, and the bleeding is back. That has been so painful for me because I don't know, you don't tell someone you're sick because you're bleeding. But I was bleeding so badly. I remember, like, in February, I bled so badly, like for 2 days, and that left me anemic. Like, my HB was at 5. that's where my problem started, because when you have such a low blood count, you're tired. Everything I do, even if I walk around, I am tired, like I'm panting. I am so tired. I'm so tired. I became pale. Yeah, for those asking, sija bleach. I have not bleached. I became pale. I was underweight. I think at that point I was at 44. I was given I went to see another doctor. I was given some other drugs. Then I started taking the iron pills. I hate the iron pills. The iron supplements, they give me symptoms like, I hate them. I have bloating, I have stomach cramps, headaches. And this is happening every day, every day. I hate how all my mornings, all my nights are the same. The same, like I just ask for one day without bleeding. I'm happy to have just one day that I am not bleeding. I hate how I can't sleep. I don't sleep, like I just can't sleep on my own. I have to put like music to sleep. I have to wake up like 3 times a night to change the pads. I am using like 8 pads every day. The pads, don't even start on them. I saw people speaking about, always saying about the effects they have on them, and I was like, you guys should ask me. Because I am on pads every single day. If I'm not on maternity pads, like I prefer sleeping on the maternity pads. If I'm not on maternity pads, I'm on the maxi pads, or I'm on tampons, or maybe I'm just using a tissue, a small tissue, because I'm sporting. And also I don't like using the tampons now, because I am in so much pain at times, and I feel so much like someone is pressing it in, like there's so much pressure. I don't know how to explain that. So the experience has been so bad. Like I feel like I stink of blood. My clothes are always messy. My bed is messy. My couch. I mean, I just hope for one day without, if I can go just one day without bleeding. Actually, I stopped going out because, okay, I feel lucky that I work from the house. Like my work is, I can work from the house, because I don't like going out anymore. I prefer just staying at home, because when I go out, I need to go to the toilet like every 30 minutes. And if I'm going out, that means I'll be looking for a toilet like every 30 minutes. So I have been to dirty toilets. Also, some toilets, they don't have the things that are used to dispose the pads and the tampons. So you might find yourself going to a toilet, and after you're done with your business, you have to carry your things with you. Yeah, you have to carry the pad and the tampon with you. I have done that a couple of times. So yeah, I think that's why I don't like going out. I just like staying at home. Now, just staying at home, people will ask me what's up. I say that I'm sick, and just telling people, where are you sick? I'm bleeding. How is that a sickness? Bleeding? See, it's normal. The menstrual periods are normal. So I have to explain, no, I have been bleeding for a while now. I don't know what the problem is. People give you so many opinions. Oh, I didn't know that. The first thing that comes to mind when you tell someone that you have been bleeding for a long time is an abortion. An abortion or a miscarriage. I didn't know. So I just used to say, I'm bleeding, but some people will take that, oh, maybe she had an abortion, or maybe she had a miscarriage. Anyway, that's not the point. So recently I met a good doctor. Yeah, I would say he's a good doctor, a good gynae, where I explained all all my problems. I gave him my whole history. He listened to it. We did a couple of tests, and I also did the scan. Now, don't be mistaken, I have done very many scans before, and they have always shown my uterus being okay, or sometimes it will show my uterus has clots, like the clots of blood. But this time, when we did the scan, it was showing that I have a fibroid. I was scared. I was so scared, like a fibroid. Okay, I have heard about fibroids before. But I didn't know so much about the fibroids and everything. So yeah, it showed I had a fibroid inside my uterus, inside the cavity, and it's 3.6 centimeters. So the doctor was explaining the where it is, where the fibroid is, could be what is causing so much bleeding. Because normally women have fibroids. There are so many women walking around with fibroids, but they have never been a bother. Even when I tell people right now that, oh, my problem is the fibroid, they're like, but it's insignificant. So many people have fibroids, but no, the doctor said where it is not a good place. Like inside the cavity, inside the uterus, it's a submucous I don't know how it's spelled, but it's submucous fibroid, yeah. And he said it has to be removed. Yeah, like we had to do a surgery. I was so shocked. Like I felt like now we have moved from 10 to 100, from bleeding to now a surgery. I am now sick. I cried so much that day. I remember I received the news. I was together with my sister. Throughout the journey back, we did not speak. Like everyone was so quiet. I don't know, I think we didn't know what to think of it. And the first time we spoke, we both started crying. It was so, I think it was a shock for us. Now we talked about it. What do you think? Surgery. I don't have insurance. So we were thinking, now how are we going to pay for it? It's going to be expensive. But we came to a conclusion that it's okay. It's okay. We'll just get through this. So telling my family that now we have to get ready for a surgery. No one wants to, like, I think people handle things differently because no one wants to like take it like it is. Everyone has a different opinion. No, we don't have to do a surgery. No, we can't do a surgery. Let's see another doctor. Anyway, me too, I was going through the same. Like when I received the news, I was like, no. Why have all those previous scans shown nothing, and now I'm being shown a fibroid, and now I have to go into surgery? So at that time, I think fear was speaking. I remember I didn't sleep for the first 2 nights. And if I was sleeping, I was dreaming like I'm in the theater. I'm already in the theater. Anyway, it was bad for me, but I started researching so many things. I found out there are different surgeries for the fibroid. So the doctor had said we'll do the open myomectomy, where he cuts you up and goes through the uterus and gets the fibroids out. Then there's another surgery for the laparoscopic surgery, where he goes in through some small holes and through your vagina. That one is less invasive, but I found out that it's very expensive. Like I really wanted just another surgery, not the one that the doctor had told me. Also, there's another one, the hysteroscopic myomectomy, where they go in through the vagina and they try to remove the fibroid from the vagina. Like they use things that burn the fibroid. I don't understand very well. Also, it's also done in Kenya, but also very expensive. So finally, after going through all my options, I have talked to so many people. Now, the doctor had said we have to do a surgery, so just go and think about it. And I said, it's okay. Let me go and think about it. From all the options, I just came to accept that we can do the open myomectomy, because for the other two, I don't think I can afford at the moment. I can't afford the other two surgeries. So I decided on the open myomectomy. So yes, so finally I have accepted. I had set the surgery date like a month apart, and for the first 2 weeks I was doing okay. I brought my blood count up. I have added weight. Yes, you can see I have added weight. Like, I was feeling very good until this weekend. I had another emergency. Like, I was in hospital at night. I was just having a nap at home and I woke up in a pool of blood. And I went to shower. I thought it will stop, but it was not stopping. I was bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. I was so scared. I have never been so scared. So we had to rush to hospital. We got to hospital. I remember that by the time we got to hospital, I was not even dizzy or anything, but when we got to hospital, it was so bad. But the doctors there were able to manage it. I was injected another drug that reduced it a bit, but by that time I could not even see. I was dizzy. I could not see. The injection made me vomit. It was so bad. It was such a bad night for me. So after that I decided I don't want that anymore. I don't want to ever bleed anymore. I was in a bad state. I was saying, even if it's surgery, they can take out my uterus. I'm just okay. I don't want to ever bleed anymore. But anyway, the next morning, so I decided I don't want to cry. So yeah, I decided I'll have the surgery brought like earlier. And I called the doctor and he was okay. So I'll be having the surgery like after tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm very anxious at the moment. I'm very anxious. Like today I woke up so anxious. But after I started researching about fibroids and everything, I found this girl. I don't know her name, but her channel is she's talking about her journey, her fibroids journey. I remember the first video I watched, I cried throughout the whole video, because she's speaking like everything I'm going through. I'm like, what? You mean like there's someone else going through the same thing I'm going through? Why didn't I find this like channel before? It would have been so easier. So that's why I actually decided to do a video on my own journey. If it can help just one girl, that would be good. Anyway, so I know I'm very scared about the surgery, but I wrote down all my fears. What is making me so worried about the surgery? One thing is, I was thinking, will I wake up from the surgery bed? Yes, of course, I'll wake up. I trust the doctor, and I trust God will be with me through the surgery. Also, the scar. I have not given birth yet, so I was making a joke and telling my sister, now I'll have a scar. Someone will ask me, where did the baby go? But I have Googled. I have seen the scar is not so big, and nowadays the scar, they really manage it. I think it's really small, and anyway, I'm okay. And also something else was infertility. Am I going to be able to give birth again? Like, will I be able to give birth after the surgery? And after the surgery, will I be able to give birth like normal delivery or CS? And mostly I have seen they say you can only give birth through CS. So that was my other fear, but I'm okay with it now. Also, something else was during the surgery, will they put me under AGA or is it epidural? I was very scared about epidural because many people say that they have had very bad symptoms after the surgery, like headaches, backaches. So I was saying, when I go to the surgery, I'll tell the doctor that I do not want epidural. But anyway, I have made peace with it. I don't want to go giving the doctor orders, so I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm okay with it. So I just wanted to go through my fears and so that I can be ready. So also, what else? I anytime I feel like I'm very anxious, I write down, but that has helped my stress a lot. Like I journal a lot nowadays. If I have stress, I just write down, because recently sometimes I just cry. I don't know why I'm crying, but I just cry. Anyway, the good thing is someone told me, actually not someone, I joined a Facebook group for people who have the same problems, and it has helped me a lot, like reading through people saying they have had this and that. You feel like you're not alone. I think I can put down the link of the Facebook group down, like on the description, because that has helped me a lot. So yeah, and most of them say that your life is going to change after the surgery. I cannot wait to be normal again. I cannot wait to have my life back again. So yes, I'm going through the surgery and I'm ready now, and I have accepted everything. I know so many people have given me so many opinions. Every doctor has a different opinion. People tell me, no, don't go through the surgery. No, you can just shrink the fibroids. You can just do this and this. And then people have so many opinions. I don't know what, I didn't know that you go through all this when you're sick, and it's something like that anyway. But I have made up my mind. Yeah, it's surgery for me, and I'm sure all is going to be well. So yeah, thank you for listening, and pray for me. I think I'll speak to you guys after the surgery and tell you how it has been, and I think I'll take you through my journey, the recovery period and everything. Yes, so thank you. Pray for me. I am scared, but I'm good. Have to beat this. Yeah, see ya. Bye bye.